Hi all, Liam Caddison here. We're back for pain. Because this is all that this show does. It brings you pain. Yep, this is the Vampire Diaries, episode 21 of season 3, the second to last episode. Yeah, I'm not ready for these final two episodes. I was an emotional wreck. Especially, you know, those literally dying moments of the last episode. Yeah, and it just makes me, I mean, he's gonna have to completely die. I mean, he did have that option, but of course, Esther decided, you know what, I'm just gonna be a pest. And, yeah, so he's gonna have to flat out, completely, no second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever chances. Yeah, so, especially with this, you know, darker side coming to the surface, so that's gonna be fun to see in the next episode, probably, because obviously finale, big things happen, yeah. But I'm also worried about what else could happen in terms of pain, because, yeah. Should be very, very interesting. This is episode 21 of season 3 for the Vampire Diaries. Let's go. All this show does is hurt.
Kinda wants me to pack up his house.
Well, since when does sire bond equal mover slave?
Yeah.
Since you realize you're not gonna dump me for him.
He's being a dramatic piece of shit.
It's fine. I'll keep up the act and it will all be over soon.
Yeah, I have a feeling Klaus already knows.
Sorry about your teacher. Seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, he was.
Can I just say, I kind of love this, like, dynamic.
I'm gonna get started.
Oh, no! Oh, my... Well, he's already off to a great start, and he's not even, like, putting up much of a fuss about burning in the frickin' sunlight. That is just psychotic.
We're doing after everything.
We're fine.
Oof.
But if you are trying to be the good guy again, why don't you do the right thing and give us one day? Just one day without any vampires in it.
Oh. He just wants that peace. He just... yeah.
Need is protection from Esther's continued assaults against us.
We'll protect each other, like we always have.
Just forget Elena, you've lost! Take the L! Fuck!
To figure that out. A witch can't truly make an immortal creature. There's always a way to undo a spell.
So, what's the witchy workaround?
No one's truly immortal.
I don't know.
She was a puppet on the string.
And if you want to keep her alive, I need you to get into your car and come down here right away. If you tell anyone where you are going, I will kill you.
You're not gonna do shit to Caroline. I'm not taking this bullshit. Stop it.
Klaus wants in. We have to keep him out.
Oh no, for crying out. My God! What a little shit. Ow, ow. Oh my God. Oh my. My God, what a petulant little bastard. He's just gonna keep throwing shit in the house. Because he's a petulant asshole. For crying out loud.
Come outside and make me.
I can't get what I want, so I'm gonna throw shit at the house.
Caroline, he's gonna kill them both unless you turn yourself over to him.
Boom.
Did she just reject you too many times?
Oh.
This isn't really helping too much.
I might have an idea. My mom used a desiccation spell on Michael that immobilized him for over 15 years. If I can get it, I might be able to use it on Alark.
Oh, damn.
Your words inspire such confidence.
Well, it's a plan.
But even with the
Healing razor blades with every breath.
Stop hurting Caroline.
Why are you doing this?
Make it easier on you when you put her out of her misery.
What?
No.
No.
He said it was urgent. I just didn't think you'd ever want to see me again.
Like Jamie said, it's urgent.
It's a comfy reunion, isn't it?
I turned my back on everything here to make sure Elena's safe.
And that is what makes you her better option. It's a
We're
shame
gonna
it's not
find a
easier for
way
Elena to see that. I mean, personally,
to
I think
look
she's
out for
wasting her
Elena.
time with Damon.
So he's a Slater shipper.
Give me my brother.
Thus, being as you and Damon are so close.
Go for it. Damon and I have been through a hell of a lot worse than you.
Oh, ouch. Not even fazed by Klaus. He's just like, you know what, do what you want, just be petulant. That's what you are this episode.
Can't handle.
You turned your back on me for 16 years. You have no idea what I can handle.
Oh, damn, get him, Bonnie. Yeah.
How hard can it be to parch a vampire?
The spell allows you to stop a vampire's heart.
I was the one who created your vampire bloodline, therefore I am responsible for your lives. And Tyler's life, Caroline's life, and of course, Abby's life, should anything go wrong.
Or you're just lying to save your ass.
I'm not lying, but go ahead, call my bluff.
Oh,
Let the teacher
yeah,
tell
you're
me
gonna
you'll
test
be
it?
dead soon
Okay.
thereafter.
Do you actually think that they'd be proud of you?
Don't you dare. See, this is torture to her.
If you don't side with the humans, you're just as bad as them.
Oh, don't you dare guilt her into that. This is... I can't do this. Oh! I had a feeling she was...
Better than that.
You did.
Oh!
It's okay, you're safe. Well safe, Elena. You go straight home. You stay inside.
The
you understand?
fact he's like, you're safe, and he's trying to comfort her and all of that.
Thank you.
Holy shit! He just wiped the boat out in 5 seconds!
They made contact. What's happening?
Vampires, and then you'll be gone. So when I die, you die too. That's it. It has to be.
Holy shit. You're gonna test that? You wanna test that? Call it bluff? Not, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, Tyler. Get the bag.
Oh, he's stuck. Oh no. He's gonna have to...
Forget the girl and get the bags. Once you're dead, you won't have to choose. No broken hearts.
just tear that
Family
dynamic
stays
apart.
intact.
Wow.
But just between us
Dick.
girls, who would you have picked?
Oh, wow. Wow, he's really stirring the drama. There it is.
So much for that sire bond.
Yep, this was always gonna happen.
Anymore.
Oh.
Goodbye, Tyler.
Shit. Whoa. Oh, no. Oh. Holy. No. Oh my fucking god. Slowed heartbeats. No fucking way. Oh fuck no.
Jeremy!
There we go. Okay, he was just like give it a second for crying out loud. Oh. Oh, damn.
If I choose one of you, then I lose the other. And I've lost so many people.
Yeah, she can't do this shit. I can't blame her, but... Oh.
Doing here.
Welcome to our victory party.
Is it a victory?
We failed. The lark's still out there.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
But we've been trying to get rid of Klaus forever, and Caroline convinced us to enjoy it.
Half werewolf.
Why are you doing this?
These women are hypocrites. They claim to spearhead our defense against a supernatural presence, then cover up the violent attacks committed by their children.
You little shit.
We're done here. It's time to go.
Throwing them to the wolves.
I'll leave town and let you two be happy and not be bothered by me.
Move on.
And in 60 years, we'll go back to being brothers and none of this will have mattered. Right?
Yeah. But what is...
Fine. She chooses you, I'll
Leave?
leave town too.
So, there's a brother leaving town.
Then that means that Caroline dies. And Bonnie loses her mom.
I'm thinking about...
Mare loses her son.
Yeah.
And I lose Stefan and Damon.
That's it,
So
though.
if it makes me the bad guy for wanting to keep those people alive, then fine.
The darker Alaric being like, oh, this is for the greater good. You're being selfish. You know what? When she said, I just got a slight headache, I knew that should have... Oh, fuck's sake. I need some new fucking paint now. You know, when she said, oh, it's just a slight headache, there was a side of me thinking, yeah, that's all, it's just a slight headache. I mean, it's understandable if you're going to have a slight headache anyways after being drained from a bit of blood, but these things always mean something more, like, oh, it's just a headache, oh, it's just a cough, it's just a scratch. Yeah. That's just what it is. It's like I'm fine. That's it. It's like I'm fine. You're not fine. So yeah, Klaus is out the equation for now. I don't know, because, I mean, obviously he's a big adversary and all of that. And then you've got the originals, of course. I don't know. But... because unless Damon decides to really take Elena's decision personally, I mean, you can just see Klaus coming back potentially. I don't know. There's a part of me thinking that's not the last we're gonna see of him. But I do feel like, you know, season 4, we're going to start fresh, potentially. I don't know, with a new villain. Because obviously, churning out the same villains over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah. We're going to have some new blood, right? So, but he might come back at some point in season 4. So, who knows? I know they're dumping him in the Atlantic, but when's that ever stopped a person, I guess? There is that part of me that is worried, though, that Klaus is going to come back, because even though he's out, I do feel like, especially with this being the penultimate episode, there's going to be an I got you moment. I mean, obviously, as we've seen with Michael before, he's essentially dead-ish, I guess, but it doesn't mean that, okay, well, that's it, Klaus is done, he can't come back. So he's essentially in a dead-ish state, 10% coma. You get the idea. Because he can come back, but yeah, that's it's not like you can just kick his body and be like, "Hey, get up," etc. So yeah, we know that Michael came back. Klaus most likely will come back. So you better get to the Atlantic as soon as possible. But we'll see what does happen. I'm just not counting out Klaus whatsoever. So yeah. But we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. Because now we've got to deal with Alaric. Who, of course, decided to out Sheriff Forbes and Mayor Lockwood to the rest of the council, be like, yeah, these two have been hiding vampires, etc. So, you know, all this shit that's been going on, oh yeah, they've been covering shit up. So, yeah, chaos has been chosen. But he also did out himself as a vampire as well. That's why I was thinking, there is quite a bit of irony that he is calling them out for any kind of vampire shenanigans, whilst he's just showing the rest of the council, yeah, I'm a vampire too, by the way, but I'm not. But I guess I am not making a big secret out of it, so, you know, you can find out all you want. It's just that all these deaths that's been happening, they know the score and all of that, so... Well, why did you not tell us any earlier, Alaric? So, let's just say I've had a change of heart. Yeah, we've now got to deal with him. And deal with Elena as well in regards to her collapsing. So, yeah. I mean, she's had a rough day with the fact that she was not just drained of blood, but drained of energy, I would say, because of the fact that Alaric did test her limits in regards to... Well, there was a bit of torture going on for both Caroline and Elena, because with Alaric, there was, of course, the pencils in the hand and the physical torture for... see, that's it, though. Caroline went through physical torture, Elena went through mental torture. Because Alaric was pushing her to kill Caroline, which... Yeah, and it, you know, it hurts a lot more since Caroline is a very, very wholesome character. But she's a vampire at the end of the day, and the vamps need to be exterminated, so yeah. And it's just a very, very difficult call because of the fact that, you know, you had that moment at the end where Elena's talking about, yeah, I'll be the bad guy, sure, because of the fact that a lot of people that I do really love will get fucked over. Both Salvatores, both, you know, Tyler and, yeah. You're losing a lot more if you know, caved to Alaric than you would gain. Because, of course, there is that essence of, oh, you're losing your humanity, etc. You're putting people in jeopardy and all of that. Because of the fact that these vampires are still alive, because you've got so much attachment to them. But I mean, some people, or some of the vampires, like Caroline, have shown a lot more humanity in the show, even if they are a vampire, than, you know, some people. So, but this is just this mental anguish because, you know, you either do it or I'm going to do it. Either way, Caroline dies. So, and of course, brings up the parents. Great move. But yeah, we got to deal with Alaric. So yeah, but how? Because he is. I mean, you saw the way that he snapped both Salvatore boys, like their necks. Not even 5 seconds. It was like 1 second apart. And that was insane. Like, they tried to gang up on him. Klaus even tried his luck. Wasn't getting any... Like, and he's a fucking hybrid as well. So it's not exactly... you know, you can easily squash us and all of that. Except... It was with this situation. Because Klaus got bodied. I mean, it wasn't a great episode for Klaus in this episode. But, yeah. I don't think he needs to... Well, I say I don't think... He needs to worry about that from here onwards, considering he's basically dead. But again, we'll just have to wait and see what does happen, because as with Michael, doesn't mean that he's never, ever, 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 ever coming back. So, yeah. And plus, Klaus is a very established character. So, yeah. As well as the fact that everyone was like, well, to be fair, everyone's celebrating his on brand because, you know, they've been trying to find a workaround for Klaus even before he entered Mystic Falls. And now we're at this moment, so you can understand why people are celebrating and all of that, but you just worry that all of these celebrations are very premature, and it's gonna jinx something. So it's the same with Elena's headache comment. Like, I've got a headache, it'll be fine. She was not fine. She fainted. She spilled the paint, and the blood came out her nose. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, I mean, with this episode, it was really torturous for Elena because, I mean, it wasn't just Klaus, it wasn't just Alaric, should I say, that was torturing her mentally, but also, I guess, Klaus, with the fact that he was trying to kill two birds with one stone, really, with the fact that he was so obsessed with his hybrid army, it was his backup family, Rebecca. It's like, you know what, screw yourself, because, enjoy your hybrid family, because you're choosing that over me, and I'm not dealing with this shit. So but yeah, he was trying to continue his crusade about creating that hybrid family, as well as getting rid of Alaric by completely draining Elena. It was a sacrifice he was willing to make, but he said it before, I'll just play the long game if I have to, in regards to the next doppelganger that will come along. So but this is a way to get rid of Alaric, so, but also continue his work. But even then, I mean, Klaus was teasing the idea of, okay, well, what are you gonna do about this brother dilemma? So, yeah. But I mean, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a really, really tough episode for her, because you had Alaric, who was talking about, well, you know what, you're putting this town in jeopardy and all of that. So there are going to be some people who are going to be like, well, maybe Alaric has a point, but again, with as I mentioned with Elena, she's losing a lot more, and people like Caroline have quite a bit more heart. So it's a bit of a difficult moral dilemma, isn't it? But she's even said, I'll be the bad guy for, having that attachment to some of these people who have made a bit of a great impact in my life. So, but not everyone could be Elena. Not everyone's a doppelganger. So it's like, have they impacted the lives of Mystic Falls for the better? So yeah. And then she gets tortured with this situation about which brother is she gonna deal with. So, but not just that, though. She was ready to, die as well. And Alaric was like, yeah, you're not going to kill yourself. But we've seen Elena, when it came to Elijah, she stabbed herself. And yeah, she's not one to test. So Elena, I don't know. And this is a bit of a big one, isn't it? Like her killing herself. But I mean, it's not the first time she's been willing to risk it all. Like, it's the whole, I'll have to call you bluff situation. It's not the first time with Elijah and now Alaric. So, yeah. And now, she's, like I said, in this debate about, okay, well, which brother is going to be picked? So, and again, like I said, what I really, really loved about that moment when Damon and Stefan were discussing about Elena's predicament, it was a very amicable situation. There was no squabbles. They were in high spirits. But they also realized that this was a really, really difficult decision. And Elena's, just... It's very, very tough for her because of the fact that someone's gonna lose, and and either way, like I said, someone's gonna lose out of Stefan or Damon. There's gonna be one loser, but I think the ultimate loser would be Elena because of the important thing she said about, I've lost too many people already, and I just don't want to lose anyone, and that's why it's making it that's why it's difficult for me to choose, because I do care about both of you, and yet here we are. So yeah, but it's always going to have to be one. And again, yeah, they talked about they were both being amicable, say, okay, I'll leave town if you know, she doesn't choose me. Like, they both said that, they both echoed that, but they were, I mean, they will have been a bit dejected, understandably, but they weren't exactly, you know, throwing their toys out the pram. So, yeah. But it's just a little bit of a saddening thought to consider that, you know, one of us is gonna lose, and ultimately I'll let you have your cake, I guess, and eat it. So yeah. Tyler, really, really great for him to stand up against Klaus. Yeah, when Elena was strapped and you know, Klaus was like, oh, get more blood bags and all of that. Yeah. This was going to be the episode where Klaus would find out that the bond is not so much of a bond anymore, because this was really testing Tyler's limits, really. So, and of course he was going to snap. So, and Snappy did, because he really, yeah, he said, "I'm not your little bitch anymore." That was just, yeah. That was just really, really insane. So, yeah. But, yeah, like I said, I thought, like, with the fact that essentially Klaus is dead, like I said, he's like, I mean, not total dead like his dad, but, well, I say that because obviously his dad was in that state, wasn't he? But, you know, we're talking about flames up and all of that. But yeah, he's still in a state of death, isn't he? So yeah, I thought that, you know, is Tyler going to get affected? But no. And of course, I think the schematics about, you know, with all of them being linked and all of that kind of helped a little bit, really, with the, you know, desiccation theme above that Bonnie did with Jeremy, you know, giving her a little bit of a scare. So yeah. But yeah, props to Bonnie as well, because I think Abby also said that when it came to her using the desiccation spell, Michael, it really took everything out. She yeah, there was that like kind of disconnect. So yeah, from magic. So yeah, with Bonnie, she really pulled through, didn't she? So yeah, like I said, there was a little bit of a scare, but it was a really, really massive deal. And one that got rid of Klaus, for the time being. Like I said, yeah, when it comes to any possibility of seeing Klaus again, you can just imagine that, you know, he might somehow wake up, somehow Klaus returned. But yeah, he might make a run for it. Maybe, you know, he will come back in season 4, like the latter part of the season, or season, I don't know. But I do suspect that as I guess you could say devastating as it was, because you saw the sheer shock and I don't know if fear would be a right description for it. I might be over exaggerating the feelings there, but you still shock, the fear, and you know, that's kind of picture perfect, isn't it, in terms of Klaus's departure? But again, you just worry that he's going to show up like the bad penny. That this is not it. And you know, if Michael can come back from being desiccated, it's not impossible for Klaus to either. So yeah. So that's why I'm like, yeah, he might be out for the count for now, but I'm still, you know, watching this space and all that jazz. So yeah, because yeah, I feel like if I'm like, oh, okay, Klaus is gone, like if I feel like if I was celebrating in the same vein as everyone else was, which, like I said, it is understandable given the fact that even before he came to Mystic Falls, you know, they were like, everyone was trying to find a way to stop Klaus and all of that. But yeah, if I celebrated like they did, I feel like I'm just gonna get over complacent, and then it's just gonna bite me in the ass. So I'm watching this space when it comes to Klaus. So yeah. But yeah, really stellar episode, really great stuff. Now we've got to deal with Alaric once and for all. we've got to sort Elena's situation out, and she's got to sort out her situation in terms of which brother. Unless they drag it out into season 4, then it's gonna be like I can just imagine. And you know, I laugh now, but just watch me jinx it. I can just imagine season 3 will end with Elena being like, I choose, and then that's it. Because obviously it's the final episode, and for those watching, you know, that episode live way back when it first aired, it's gonna absolutely drive people up the wall, right? Like, who did she choose? Who did she choose? But I could just imagine them ending season 3 like that. Like, okay, I choose. Roll credits. And it just pisses off the people, so... but yeah, that was a really, really solid episode. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time.